International Night 2 continues right here on Richie B Radio. And as you look on the screen, for those who are watching, you will notice a very famous gentleman. I'm sure that many of my listeners will recognize him. Many people call him Native Wayne, and we know for sure we're talking about the same person when we say good night to Wayne Jobson. Wayne, how you doing, bro?
Maximum respect, man. So good to be here and to sit beside a living legend, man.
Man, you beat me to it, Wayne.
Yeah,
but it's always a pleasure seeing you. I can't count how many places that we have caught up in situations like this, backstage. Sometimes we're hosting, sometimes we're doing just interviews, but covering and making sure that the world knows how good reggae music is and how good it's doing. Wayne, you know what I'd like to do? I want you to tell my listeners a little bit about your own history and some of the successes that you have had in the music industry.
Yeah, man. I've been very blessed. I kind of grew up in the Island Records family. My cousin Dickie Jobson started Island Records along with Chris Blackwell. So I grew up as a kid going to the studio with Bob Marley and Peter Tosh and Cat Stevens and all the Island reggae artists, you know, record artists. And so, and then from there I got my first record deal. So I started the band Native.
Yes.
We played Reggae Sunsplash a few times and went from Native and doing a lot of records. And then tours. And then after that I got into radio. And I was with K-Rock, the #1 station in America, as a DJ.
Yes.
And the show was called Reggae Revolution. And then from there, all of the bands that I played on that radio station, like No Doubt and Sublime and all that, I started producing them. And then I brought Gwen Stefani and No Doubt to Jamaica, and we won 2 Grammys with them, 2 #1 songs, with Bounty Killer.
Yes.
Underneath it all, with Lady Saw and Hey Baby with Bounty Killer. And every time I see my virgin Bounty, him say, "You're the only man ever give me a Grammy."
There you go.
Man, Bounty is the greatest, man.
Yes.
So powerful. And Bounty is the original, like Vibes Cartel said last night, is Bounty boss me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So many people Bounty boss, and so everybody have to give respect where it's
We have
due.
to give respects there for sure. And to you too, because I mean, what you heard a while ago is a whole heap of successes that you've had, Wayne. And you still continue to go on. What keeps you going on? What keeps you so connected to the industry, to the music?
Well, you know, I mean, reggae music is a weapon of the future, and it's the greatest music on earth and the most spiritual. And of course, reggae music created Bob Marley, who is still the biggest star on earth and the most important musician of all time. So we just have to keep the vibes flowing and keep it going. And of course, Bob's kids are still keeping it going. Damien and Steven and all that. I'm actually going to see them at the Hollywood Bowl back in LA when I go back in a few weeks.
Okay.
So all of Bob's kids still keeping it going. And it's just the whole message, you know, the message and the music, it's all one. And so we just have to keep it going and spreading it around the world.
Yeah. Do you sometimes miss not being out there on the stage performing, strumming on your instruments and entertaining large crowds as you used to with the Native band?
Yeah, man, definitely. Sometimes I think about going back to it, but it's a kid's game. You have to be like 18, you know, to do it. And since both you and
Look at Mick Jagger. He's not easing up.
He's 18. Mick is 18. That's another one of the things I was lucky enough to do, a producer album with Keith Richards called The Wingless Angels, which is the Rastas from Steertown in Sinans Bay, Justin Hines and the Dominoes.
Yes.
So the great Justin Hines, Carrigo Brinkham, together with Keith Richards and all the Rastas, the Wingless Angels. We did the album, we got nominated for Grammy and all that. So it was great to work with a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, man. I mean, what I like about your history is the fact that you had your tentacles in so many different areas of the industry and making a positive contribution, Wayne. It's not like you just had the talent as a singer or a musician and you left it right there.
Right.
You were doing production, you were doing a lot of stuff and opening up doors for many of the artists out of Jamaica to get collaborations with big international acts and to move on to Grammy status and so on. You must be commended, man. I rate you highly, brethren.
Respect. Thanks a lot, man. Let's just keep the struggle going.
Yes, sir. So you see what I'm doing now with my syndicated radio platform.
Yeah, man.
And we're really trying.
Man.
Thank you very much.
Man.
We're trying to make sure that we do some of the work as well by making sure that international audiences can get a feel and get a vibe from what we're doing here in Jamaica. You know.
And reggae music, Jamaican music is lucky to have still going one of the original foundation soldiers.
Yes, sir. Give thanks, Wayne. Now, what is the Rebel Rockers podcast all about?
Right, yeah. So Rebel Rockers it's with the biggest podcast company in America, Pantheon. They asked me, had they heard all about my shows and radio through the years. The other thing that I did mention is that I built the Joint on Sirius XM, which was the largest radio thing in America, in the world actually. So I built the Joint, and then I was there for many years. And then, but you see, when you're on the radio, like you know, you have to be there every day, you know?
Yes.
So what I did is by doing the podcast, I can go around the world, record them, and then have them running, and I don't have to be in one tone. because I travel so much around the world, England, LA, New York, Jamaica, and so I can do the podcast. And it's doing really well. So far I interviewed Sly Dunbar, people like UB40, Chris Blackwell, did one on the Marley movie, you know, and Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones. So it's just a matter of whoever is doing reggae, I kind of grab them and we talk about it. And for a worldwide audience, it's doing really well.
Still making positive contributions. Wayne, it's great seeing you. What are your impressions of Reggae Sumfest this year so far?
Yeah, man, looking forward. I mean, you know, of course, Vibes Cartel mashed it up last night. And main person looking forward to tonight is Protege. Definitely have a vibe going. And Lila Ike is my favorite female singer right now. You know? She has a unique voice. Nobody can touch her, you know. And of course, Taurus is always great.
Yeah, and they have the tribute segment as well for the legends with Taurus and a few others doing tributes to Gregory Isaacs, Dennis Emmanuel Brown, Coco T, and Taurus' dad, late dad, Jimmy Riley. Yeah, man, so that is also something to look forward to. It's going to be a great night, and it's great seeing you. You're my first interview guest tonight, and I wouldn't allow you to slip by without having you on set to have all a reason, as we always do. You know what I mean?
Maximum respect, man. Thanks a lot, man.
Give thanks. Wayne Jobson, ladies and gentlemen, a.k.a. Native Wayne. It's more coverage of Reggae Sumfest 2025 on Richie B Radio. Keep it locked.